It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC, from heartache and pain, struggle and strain, trying to maintain for the SC. So mama, don't worry, I'ma make my dreams happen.
Word definition of the day: pedicure, a cosmetic service performed on the feet by a licensed nail technician or cosmetologist that includes trimming, shaping, and exfoliating skin and polishing toenails, as well as a foot massage. Check out the Did You Know? Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to the TheNailJeanieSC. I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe and like button for me, and let's get into today's video. So guys, in today's video, I am going to be doing a pedicure on my husband's feet. So he is one of my favorite clients because he is not picky at all. And I enjoy that. He just likes to sit back and relax, and he trusts me with his feet. So guys, I'm going to be doing a pedicure on my husband's feet today. I am not going to do much talking in this video. I'm going to let you guys sit back and enjoy the process. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment section below. But a few things I want to run by you before I let you guys go. Doing his pedicure, these are some of the things that, now 100% of this I won't do. Let me see what I'm trying to say. I may do some things differently with my husband that I won't do with my clients, if that makes sense, because he is my husband, and he's not he's not bothered if I use my hands, or my bare hands without gloves, or I use my gloved finger to apply product on him. So that's what I wanted to make sure I put out there first. And then also I want to also apologize, guys, if you see a part of my bare chest, the top portion of my chest is exposed. I do apologize. This day I had on a sundress. It was very hot outside and very hot in the house, and we just decided, let's just do him a pedicure. So it was no rhyme or reason behind any of it. We just kind of came to the lab and just said, let's do it. So excuse that. Sorry, I tried to take as much video out and move this video along so you wouldn't be bothered by my exposed top of my chest. All right, guys. So here I'm just taking and clipping his nails with the toenail nippers. I'm just taking this and clipping his toenails, and he don't have his toenails. He clip them every now and again, so it wasn't a lot to clip off, but quite a bit. I didn't want to cut them too short, but I wanted to cut them long enough to give him time to grow out, because my husband does work 12-hour shifts every other day. Sometimes he can pull a 5-day week. Sometimes he can pull just a 3-day week. However, he works a lot. So, we don't have time to really get onto his feet like I want to. So we made a plan of action where we're going to take care of his feet once a month. That way he get a pedicure once a month, and I can keep an eye on what's going on with his feet. So guys, I wanted to tell you all the reason, one of the reasons why we decided to impromptu do him a pedicure is because my husband and I have been checking out the DC Foot Doctor here on YouTube, and I think he's over on Instagram as well as Facebook as well also. But guys, if you don't know who I'm talking about, his name is Dr. Kevin Jeffries, and he is a podiatrist out of the DC metropolitan area, and he is the DC Foot Doctor here on YouTube. And I will leave his information down in the description box below if you want to go check him out. But he is a podiatrist over in the DC area, and he always leave off his videos saying, make sure to take care of your feet. Now, my husband, he got that in his head. It's so funny, y'all. It's so cute, too. Because he always say, remember, take care of your feet. So he looking at his feet. Because my husband, he really don't like watch a lot of stuff with me. But this is kind of like draw his attention sometimes. The interest of watching me watching this podiatrist, work on people's feet. And he like, babe, we need to do me a pedicure. I can't have my feet. Oh no, you got to look at my feet, see what's going on. Make sure I don't got some of this stuff going on with my feet. So it's so cute because he like take care of your feet all the time. So I enjoy that. But I love watching Dr. Jeffries take care of, his clients' feet. Even though podiatrists and manicurists do two different type jobs. Now, guys, a nail technician or a pedicure manicurist who just work on the feet, or specialize in the feet, like I've talked about the meticulous manicurists here on YouTube. So, in nails, guys, we are not licensed to prescribe or give any type of medical advice or treatment, but we are allowed to advise the client that we are noticing something that they might want to check with their physician about, or we are also able to deny the ability to work on the feet because of issues that we see that could cause, that requires them to seek medical attention because it's something we can't really provide the service to help them with. So meaning like I won't work on a client that has athlete feet, or I won't work on a client that have a severe infection of the feet, or any open wounds or cuts on the feet, or any of the things that we learned in school to pay attention to, because those are things that, like viral funguses and bacteria, are things that can transfer from one client to the next. And you want to make sure that you get in pedicures with a place of business that properly do the cleaning, disinfecting, and sanitizing of their products. Because the one thing that you do not want to do as a licensed nail technician is cause any hurt or harm or danger to your client just because of your negligence. So, of course, every time that I do any pedicures, I make sure that all of my implements and especially my soaking bowl is cleaned, disinfected, and sanitized properly with the allotted time, using the right products and everything, because I do not want my clients picking up anything from my chair, period. So, saying that, I love watching Dr. Jeffries because he is a podiatrist and he's licensed to medicate and he's licensed to cut, and we're not allowed to cut. So that's why a lot of times you catch me kind of pausing when I'm getting ready to say something, when it comes to trimming away the cuticle tissue from the nail, because you don't even want to put those words in the atmosphere because you're not licensed to cut. So he's licensed to cut, the podiatrist is licensed to give you medication, and he's also licensed to take care of your feet whichever way he feel necessary. So when I'm watching him, he just sometimes he could take the toe completely down to the nail bed area, but it's necessary because of the fungus of the bacteria that has built up in the toenail bed. So I like watching him because those are things that I can pay attention to and see or recognize in my feet, my husband's feet, my daughter's feet, or my client's feet, if I see it. And then I know that this is an issue that I probably can't do anything about. Only thing I can do is just kind of trim the toenails, maybe possibly clean up as much as I can. But that client would definitely need to seek some medical attention, because this is something that needs probably some type of prescriptive medicine or topical medication to cure. So that's why I like watching him. So guys, if you are a person who like to take care of the hands and feet, and especially your feet, and because in the summertime is when you notice a lot of people wanting to go to the beach and get themselves beach ready, but they just so afraid of what other people going to think, because they don't like the way their feet look, right? These are things I like watching, these type of channels, because then it can help you as a person to recognize when you definitely need to seek some type of medical attention, because the only way a foot fungus or a foot bacteria will get better is it has to get treated. It's not going to go away on its own. And sometimes those over the counter topical things that you buy at CVS and Walgreens or wherever you from, Rite Aid or whatever your drugstore is, or drugstore of choice is, sometimes those things don't help either. Once that bacteria is up under that toenail bed, you have to get that out. It has to come out so that nail can start to grow properly back into on that nail plate can grow back properly to the nail bed. Because sometimes when you have so much stuff built up underneath the nail, the toenail starts to separate from the nail bed. The nail plate starts to separate from that nail bed, which is that pink stuff that's underneath your nail plate. It separates from there, and it's not going to get any better until you get all of that stuff off and up under there. So yeah, guys, just make sure you're taking care of your feet. Make sure that you getting proper pedicures, even if you're doing them on yourself. Make sure you don't cut the nails too far down, because you don't want to harm your eponychium. I also, while watching him, I'm learning a lot about, I know a lot of people say, oh, I just soak my feet in Epsom salt. And he have me laughing because he like, oh, here we go with the infamous Epsom salt. And I laugh because I am guilty of it. As a person from the South, I'm definitely guilty of thinking the Epsom salt is the all be all for everything. Well, he says the Epsom salt actually dries out the skin. So, guys, when he said that, me and my husband looked at each other, because we used to get the Dr. Till stuff all the time for soaking in the tub and everything. And I kept wondering why my skin was staying so super dry. And that's why, because the Epsom salt in there was just pulling and making my skin drier and drier. So we changed it to the Cetaphil moisturizer for the bath wash and stuff like that. But I also decided to just buy a foot soak that has like the peppermint and the jojoba and all of that stuff in it. And also use, he said, Palmolive dish detergent or Dawn dish detergent in your water will help keep the skin soft and not over dry out the feet. So I told my husband, you're going to have to go get me some Palmolive for my pedicure station, because I want to make sure that my clients have the best care when they sitting in my seat for sure. And I want to make them feel very relaxed and their skin to be just supple and soft when they leave here. They just and they want to come back for another session, which my pedicure clients always come back. They don't, that's not something, they'll come once I touch their feet, they come. But I want to, if I can find ways to make the process easier, different, and better, then yes, I'm gonna do that. So Here I'm just taking the file and I'm just going over the nail bed, just kind of smoothing out everything because he did have a lot of cuticle tissue built up around his nail plate. And he does get that a lot. Sometimes I really enjoy doing his feet because it's so soothing and satisfying to get that stuff off that nail plate. The joys of being a nail tech. It is so satisfying to me. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. But of course, my husband, his toes are very sensitive, and he'll let me know. Oh no, I don't like how that feel. So I always encourage my clients as well as my husband and my daughter to let me know if anything is uncomfortable, and so we cannot do that because I working on my feet, I might can take a little bit more, a little bit more underneath, scooping underneath the toenail or in the sidewall different than he can or she can because they're not used to someone doing that to their feet. So yeah, so he speaks up. Believe me, he don't let me just do whatever I want to do. I don't care how much oh no, I don't like the way that feel. But of course, guys, I'm gonna get to the did you know portion of this video, and then the remainder of the video gonna be just simply music. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the remainder of this video. I want to thank you all for the support to my channel. I truly appreciate you all very much. If you are here and have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It'll help my channel out a lot. And hit that like button for me as well. And if you're feeling generous enough, leave me a comment below and let me know what is your favorite part about getting a pedicure, if you do pedicures as well. Alright guys, so the did you know portion, always take care not to trim the nails too short. Do not break the seal of the hyponychium, an important protection of the subungual, I think it's subungual, beneath the toenail. Toenail unit from infection. So that's a lot to say. But you want to be careful not to penetrate your hyponychium that's the under your fingernail and your toenail, because those are the things that is a protective barrier to keep you from forming any infections in your hands and or your fingers and your toes. Okay, so guys, be careful not to do that. I know a lot of people are nail biters, and you can see sometimes they have all of that going on, because my daughter is a nail biter and I have to stay on her behind about stop biting your skin because you're going to cause infection. You can lose that finger, you can lose that toe, so you want to be careful not to do that, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. Alright guys, I have talked enough. I hope you have learned something along the way, and I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this video with some music, and I'll come back to say my final goodbyes. Guys, enjoy the rest of the video. So we are at the final results, and he enjoyed his pedicure. I want to thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. Follow me over on all of my socials at TheNailJeanieSC. And until the next time, poof, the Nail Genie. She's out.